I don't know. I'm going to get you to start. Hey guys, welcome to It Figures, the 20 Action Figure Podcast here on itfigurespodcast.com, part of the Pop Culture Network. Hi.
Hi, I'm Killen.
I'm glad you're here.
And this is my friend.
Who's so happy that you could make it today.
And we are the entire Pop Culture Network, apparently.
Apparently.
Because we're the only ones to show up for these shows anymore.
Or at least on any regular basis. You know. Although we can't really fault like Ryan Porter or Sween Hollick because they live out of state.
They're fine. They get a pass. That's
know. Although I'd be willing, if either of those guys want to be on the show, we could put like a green screen here, and just like you can film yourself standing there, and then we could just pretend you're part of the show.
I guess they would have to Skype in.
Yeah, we could do it that way too.
And film themselves at the same time.
Yeah, sure. Why not? There's no way that would ever be a headache when it comes to editing.
Yeah, so Scotty Cash is not here.
Something about gymnastics. I guess he's taking gymnastics now. Like, he says it's for his daughter, but I'm pretty sure he's doing some backward somersaults and stuff right now.
Oh, and here's some news for all you people out there who is worried about intern Rick. He shall be returning to back into the fold. He went away. You know, things didn't work out quite as planned, and he's coming back. No big deal. Of
course, he probably still won't be on the show because he never stays late at night.
Although he did say that he wants to start making more appearances on the show to me. He did say that to me.
Well, we'll see what happens.
But we'll see what happens.
I'll believe it when I see it, intern Rick. Ding Dong Rick. Skater Die Rick.
And my new
Shifty Eye Rick.
And my new intern Johnny decided not to show today. So I don't know what this...
He's either dead or sick or just doesn't really care enough about the job.
Yeah, or a jerk.
Yeah,
I'm not sure yet. We'll find out tomorrow.
You know, who knows? Is it new Playboy issue on the stands today? Did he have to take a whole day off to celebrate or something?
He was talking about some pre-order at GameStop the other night, so he might have been... He might be playing a game right now. For all
he might be waking up right now and realizing, whoops, forgot to call it. Well, we will talk about toy news in just a moment, and then have a commercial break and come back and do the fan corner. But first... kick off the show here. If you watched Video Game Losers 2 days ago, and if you didn't, what the hell is wrong with you? But if you did, we talked about John Proft and his new venture, creating the Pixel toys. And bam! He sent us a whole bunch more here. We're going to talk about some. And Scotty got some, Pixel Dan got some, Stina got some. They will talk about theirs at some other point in time because they're not here.
Now, do you know what these are actually called? Like, the material?
The material is called Pixelos.
Pixelos. So here, basically what he's done is I think he said he made like 125 or 26, something like that, characters, different Nintendo characters, and he's made them into a stand-up form. As you can see, this is the Excite Bike guy. And what's cool is they come in two pieces, and you know everyone has a different base. This one is actually an 8-bit Nintendo system, right? So he just plugs into the base there, and then you got a cool little standee on your desk or you know wherever you happen to like these. Personally, I like to put them over my fireplace.
Where it gets hot and they melt. But certain characters like Mario has his own little M stand there. Simon Belmont from Castlevania, he's got the cross there. And the thing okay, I have to say, putting the stands together was a good idea to go with it, make them stand up. Obviously, John Proft did a good job on that. But the thing that really kind of threw me for a loop is when I went to put him in the stand, I realized that the colors on the feet were different. And when I looked at the spot where the feet actually go, the colors match the stand. So he actually thought it through all the way that when you put him in the stand, it actually completes the image and makes it whole.
And that's what throws him for a loop these days. Simple things. It's the little things in life.
Boggles the mind. So, of course, we got Simon Belmont. We've got the ice hockey. There are 3 ice hockey players on here. So you got a little nice depth to it there. We've got the Super Mario 3 Raccoon Mario. I know he's got some Takaduki Mario, or whatever the hell his name is. We've got the regular Mario. Nice little dude there.
This is Qbert. Which I'm kind of disappointed that he's not cussing, because that's the Qbert. I need a little cussing block right here.
Maybe you have to buy the accessory set, which is the second one that has the standing word
maybe
balloon.
it's an add-on, but overall good. And then of course the Excitebike guy, which is probably my favorite one of all. Now Scuddy Cash did get some in Pixel Dan, and Cena did. I saw a Kirby. I saw.
There's a Mega Man.
A Mega Man, a Link from Legend of Zelda. So there's a bunch of cool characters that he does have, and of course he is on Facebook. And
yeah, I'm just looking to see if he's set up the custom URL yet. He set up a Facebook page for his new business, so you can see the work in progress and some of the different characters. It's not all Nintendo characters. There are other characters and things that he's doing, but this is what he sent for us to kind of show off here, talk about. But when you get a Facebook page for your business, you can't give it a custom URL until you've been there a certain number of days, or you've got like a certain number of people liking your page and following it. So I don't know if he's actually gotten to the custom spot yet. But if you go to the That New Toy Smell page, you come to my page, you go to his page, whoever, you can find John Proft through there and find his stuff. So
that's John Proft. Custom designs.
So, and he calls it. Oh, where's the letter? What'd you do with the letter? He sent a letter.
Okay.
Because the name of his company, 8-Bit Designs or 8.
Really, I don't think that has anything to do with it.
No.
And you're totally just making up a name.
I am totally making up a name.
And you are looking at all the wrong places on top of it.
Or it's right here. D-Pad Designs.
D-Pad Designs. There you go. Way to be prepared.
So, D-Pad Designs sent some toys to D-Bag in Charge. Like that?
That's me. That's me.
That's it.
That's my name.
Let's see here. He says there's 5 different Marios in all from the 5 different games throughout the line. He did a Starman from Pro Wrestling for Scotty, Link, Mega Man, Ice Hockey Players, Qbert, Yoshi, Bucky O'Hare, Kirby. There's at least 8 different waves that he's got listed here. 125 different figurines in this line. And so, yeah, there you go. D-Pad Designs on Facebook. That's the name to look for.
No idea what the pricing is going to be, but I'm
$37,000 a piece.
I'm kind of curious what these would cost.
Well, in Greek money, drachmas, it'd be about 11 billion.
Because I was thinking, we'll buy some of these and we'll sell them in the store. Moneymaker for all you entrepreneurs out there.
So anyway, look forward to more of that kind of stuff rolling through. All right, let's talk some toy news. Masters of the Universe Classics released some pictures of Meckaneck. He will be coming to the Masters of the Universe Classics line in October. He will be released, first of all, as the regular figure. And then because, if you remember on the original, you twist the body and the neck would grow, the head would pop out. Well, there's, excuse me, there's no action features in the new line. So the head's not actually going to grow. So instead, it's coming with 2 variant heads, one with a 2-inch neck and one with a 5-inch neck. So you can pop it off, put on the 2-inch and pretend that he's half grown out, or you can put on the 5-inch and pretend that he's all the way grown out.
Now, the way Mattel, did you get the email for this, by the way? The way Mattel introduced this news story, as they're calling it, is if you were a subscriber, they sent out an email, and it basically said, "Oh, you're a subscriber, so here's a sneak peek at the upcoming Meckaneck." And I was like, "Oh, I don't care." So,
but you're a subscriber.
I just understand why, because I was like, as if it wasn't going to be on any news site instantly. Like that.
Well, yeah, but they wanted to release the news first because they're It's their guy. It's their news.
The point is, being a subscriber, it made no difference in that. Like, there's like, oh, you're a subscriber, so you get some awesome news first. It's like, yeah, that'll be on a website within minutes.
Yeah. I don't know. I think the 5-inch neck is a little ridiculous looking.
It's super ridiculous, but, you know, what are you going to do?
I mean, granted, it's Meckaneck, so it is kind of ridiculous looking. But I don't, the idea of... I know they said no action features, but again, that's...
They could have done something with that.
That's... I don't know.
They could have made it sliding. There's no way they could not have done that.
I don't know. Anyway.
The whole switching the head thing is ridiculous.
But, you know, hey, a lot of people looking forward to the character.
But
they knew no action features.
What are you going to do? Right?
What are you going to do? Alright, next up. Entertainment Earth has gotten the exclusive for the Venture Brothers Bloody Brock Samson 3 3/4 inch figure for San Diego Comic-Con.
Finally.
Will be sold at the con first and then available online afterwards for all you latecomers or people who just like sloppy seconds. 1,500 pieces will be made, so if it sells out at the show, everyone else is going to be out of luck. But Biff Bang Pow putting together this never-before-made 3 3/4 inch action figure, of course, from Adult Swim's Venture Brothers cartoon.
Now here's the more puzzling news. This line, the 3 3/4 line, was actually canceled. So why is it making an appearance at San Diego Comic-Con?
Because it says that this is a fan-demanded figure. So it's not so much a continuation of the line as much as they're kind of...
The line never hit yet.
Fan-demanded.
They canceled it before it came out. We had pre-orders for it here in the store, and all of a sudden it says, no longer available.
Are you...
Canceled the orders. Yeah, canceled. Canceled my pre-orders.
Oh, maybe it's just the retro action figures that came out.
No, 3 3/4. Yes. Yes, the old retro ones came out. 3 3/4. No. They canceled my stuff. So I'm pretty upset about it, actually.
Unless they're bringing them back.
Well, maybe they will, but they canceled mine. So.
Yeah. See, look, coming February 2013.
So there you go. They pushed them out a year because they're supposed to be out this February.
Oh wait, this one says November 2012.
I don't believe any of it. I don't know.
Oh, and this says July.
Yeah. No.
Yes.
Mm-mm.
Yes.
They canceled my stuff, man.
So they're coming. They're going to be rolling them out starting in July. So there you go. They canceled yours because they don't like you, which I think is fairly standard in this day and age.
Look,
it probably goes for half the people listening to this show.
Me and Biff Bang Pow, and by the way, I did help create that name, came together.
Yeah, you and Biff Naked.
To distribute these figures in probably the best way since Digital River, and they had to go and cancel it. And make this an impossible trend now where now they're going to put this out of San Diego and everybody's going to be like, oh, where's the G.I. Joe inspired figures that Killen designed? Well, guess what? They canceled my pre-orders and now we got to wait until they randomly appear, apparently in 3 different months, completely separated from each other. So,
yeah.
We'll see.
And what's your point?
I'm pretty upset.
I don't know where you go. NECA has announced new Rocky figures based on Rocky 4, which that's your favorite Rocky, right?
What do you mean they announced? They showed them at Toy Fair.
Yeah, well, now they've got pictures.
Okay, well, make up your mind.
High-res pictures. Well, anyway, basically you got regular Rocky, you got Bloody Nose Rocky, you've got regular Drago, and then you got Bloody Drago. But I think the best right there is the Bloody Rocky because they've actually made the bloody spit coming out of his mouth. And then, of course, his face has that look like he's getting punched. Or Sylvester Stallone just, when he's in the middle of talking, saying a sentence. And it's got this thing hanging out. So it's got that bloody spit. Which is going to be a little awkward if you don't have him posed. As if he's getting hit and falling back. If he's just like sitting in a chair.
What's his scale? 7-inch?
I thought these were 6.
Because another good idea is to throw him on the ground in your zombie collection, and he looks like he totally got murdered. Okay, he could just be a murdered boxer with that kind of face, and he looks like a zombie anyway. So
Drago looks like a zombie.
Yeah, so you probably get away with that. little extra paint apps, and you got a zombie Rocky.
But I mean, NECA does a really good job with sculpting likenesses. So,
Whatever.
I mean, besides the fact that Stallone in Rocky IV kind of looks like Jason Voorhees without his mask on, but you know, I mean, that's just Stallone. What are you gonna do about Stallone's face? I mean, come on. There's only so much you can do.
I mean, there's almost so much duct tape you can use on a person's face before it's just, mummy.
That's what she said. All right. Jazzwares sent out a new high-definition picture of their 6-inch Mortal Kombat Reptile figure. This features the new articulation they've been working on that people said should have been there about 6 years ago. It's supposed to have a removable mask, but of course in the picture he's wearing the mask. It cannot be removed. But the thing that gets me when I look at this is a prototype figure. And generally speaking, the prototype figures look like 100 times better than they actually look when they come out and they're mass produced. Mm-hmm. Look at the paint application on this guy. Like, for being a prototype, that's some really sloppy, terrible looking paint job.
Look, man.
And so I'm afraid when it goes to retail, it's just basically going to be like someone took their thumb and went green, black, gold, and then they're done.
Hey, look. If you've seen these figures at retail, you know what to expect. Okay? They are terribly painted.
They are god-awful. That ninja pack with like the 5 different ninjas or whatever in it, the Sub-Zero, Scorpion.
They have the great idea. They have the perfect license. They got the right figures. The problem is they have the most terrible construction and paint apps ever of any toy line. It looks like they went to the Factory B in China to make them because apparently Factory A was full. And this is what you get when you rush stuff. I think the people over there, from Bandai can understand that, they must share the information and got the same painting factory because terrible.
So, I don't know. Mortal Kombat. You ever going to buy another Mortal Kombat figure from Jazzwares?
No. Hey, look, we bought some for the store here, and they actually did sell eventually. Most of them over.
I think they're still
overseas.
riding over there.
Overseas, no, it's gone. Overseas.
Oh, the last one. Oh, Johnny took the last one.
Overseas. So, no one, not too many people in the United States bought this. The most of them that we sold, we shipped out of the country. When you look at them, you'll know why. You're like, oh, Mortal Kombat, awesome. No, why? If you're gonna give them to your kids to play with, and they don't really care about the details, not a big deal. But for you collectors out there, when you're looking at the package, you kind of get this feeling that maybe these should be in a dollar store.
Well, and the thing is, like when you look at the toys, if those had come out in like 1992, you would have been like, oh yeah, that looks about right for that day and time. Like that's what I would expect for 1992. Next up,
speaking the truth.
New Jazzwares Sonic toys. We've got a whole bunch of 3-inch figures with accessories. We got Sonic with some rings, Amy with a hammer, Shadow with a gun, Tails with a PDA, Knuckles with a Master Emerald, Silver with a metal box. There's a 3-inch Team Chaotix pack with Charmy Bee and his Warping Flower, Espio with his Kunai, and Vector with a walkie-talkie. 5-inch metallic series figures: Excalibur Sonic, Sir Gawain
really?
Knuckles, Sir Lancelot Shadow, Sir Galahad Silver, and Sir Lamarok Jet. Sir Lamarok, there's one you never really hear about. He never really made it far in the war.
Look, let's just say this. These figures are extremely popular and they sell very well. So for more of them to come, that's good.
We got a Superposer Silver, which will be super articulated, high-quality paint, and a 1-inch flocked minifigure 4-pack.
That's probably unnecessary.
That'll be interesting.
That's a little unnecessary.
That's like the Go-Go's Crazy Bones size figures, but they will be flocked.
Go-Go Crazy Bones, huh?
Yeah, Go-Go's Crazy Bones. They're hot with the 7-year-olds.
Never even heard of that.
Dark Knight Rises Movie Masters are hitting retail now. So far, we've got a Batman, a Bane, and we've got an Alfred. The key with these is that they each come with a collect and connect piece to build your own bat signal. So when you put them all together, you will get an illuminated, basically a flashlight with the Batman logo on it that will shine on your walls.
finally, a reason to maybe buy Movie Masters.
Except one little problem. You're going to need 6 figures to create the bat signal. And each figure at Toys R Us is $17.99.
Oh, what?
Yes, $17.99 for the Dark Knight Rises.
Hey, look, didn't they give those away at the last movie? You can go any Toys R Us and buy one, get 7 free because they are.
Actually, for a long time ago, they had that deal with the Dark Knight, regular Dark Knight Movie Masters, where it was buy one get 2 free. And at the time, I think they were only like $12.99 or something like that.
No, they weren't even that.
Or $7.99.
Yeah, they were like about $7.99.
So you paid $8 and you got 3 of them, and that seemed like a good price for those.
Toys R Us is. I think if you go to Toys R Us today, there's still a bin of those figures.
Probably. So you're looking at $108 to buy the 6 figures you need in order to make your bat signal.
Here's what I suggest to you people out there. Wait until the movie passes and Toys R Us gets tired of these toys. It's going to release for summer, so right before Christmas time, Black Friday, they'll probably have them in the bins for a ridiculous price, and then get your bat signal.
But they'll probably do it differently this time. They'll do buy 3 get 10 free.
Don't you dare buy them at $17.99 a piece, or go online and pay more. Probably don't do that. Wait, I guarantee you they will be super clearance.
Lars 573 says that he paid $23 for his.
Oh, Lars. You hurt my heart.
All right, finally, last piece of news. This is a hot topic for Killen. He's been buzzing about this all day, ever since it's been posted. New My Little Pony Rainbow Connection. This is a Target exclusive. It's got 7 ponies in it. These are all glittery, translucent ponies. We got special edition blind bags.
We've been buying those, actually.
Have you really?
Yes.
Your daughter likes those?
She loves them. She's into blind bag stuff right now. So
everybody's doing blind bag stuff.
Yeah, the My Little Pony blind bags. We've gotten probably 4 or 5 of them so far, and the Play School pink blind bag, the figures. Yeah, those are our 2 things we go in, and she's like super good about it because she's like, this is my collection, and she got the little checklist, and she's checking them off, and she's got them all like on her displayed, you know.
Target has a couple 2-packs. Toys R Us has an exclusive 2-pack, but Toys R Us 2-pack is actually, it looks like it's folded together, and then you unfold it to see your 2 ponies. So there's the huge drop of news.
So yeah, we're definitely into the blind bags. Here's the problem I'm having with these blind bags. I'm having a hard time finding them. The My Little Pony blind bags, we could find somewhat regularly, but the Play School, the pink Play School, because there's a blue line and there's a pink line for boy and girl, obviously. And I can't find any more of the pink Mego blind bag figures because they're not available anymore around here. And it sucks because she has a couple of them, but she hasn't gotten like the fairy princess or the princess that she really wants. We got like a mermaid and we got like some chick in a dress. I don't know. But she's really upset that we can't find some more. So if you know where they are, point me in that direction. I need to complete her collection for her. She's freaking out.
All right, well, that's going to do it for the news. We're going to take a quick commercial break, and then when we come back, shawarma for everybody.
Hey guys, it's Killen. I'm here to discuss a new show coming every Monday on the Pop Culture Network. It is the Video Game Loser Show. Every week we'll discuss the news relating to video games. We're going to talk about some releases and have a short discussion on whatever random topic we think is relevant that week. It's going to star myself and, of course, I'm not. Dirk. So be sure to check us out on bglosers.com, part of the Pop Culture Network.
Yay! Alrighty, folks. Welcome back to the show here. It Figures, episode Purple.
151.
And 151?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we're a palindrome. Interesting. You can find more episodes of this show at itfigurespodcast.com, part of the Pop Culture Network. Don't forget, you can always go to shoppcn.com, buy some wonderful toys, video games, comic books, movies, DVDs, t-shirts, hats.
And look, I understand there's been a lot of problem lately with the site. The inventory hasn't been updating for the last month or two. I am currently working on that problem, and we'll have it done by this weekend.
But if you go to killenenterprises.com, which is the actual name of the physical store, you can find the products listed through the eBay store. Mm-hmm. But shoppcn.com is our actual, we own that one.
Yeah.
And of course, that's the one that's acting up.
Yeah, inventory hasn't been syncing, and a couple of you guys out there buy comics weekly from us, and thank you for that. You've been having to buy them off eBay, which it's good that you're still buying them. It sucks that I'm getting killed with these fees. So I'm working out the web store and getting it back in order, and by the end of this weekend, I will have it completely back in place, or it will not be there because I will drop the service and we'll pick it up somewhere else. So please keep your eye on Shop PCN and do shop there.
Or go to killenenterprises.com.
Whatever.
All right. Anyway, we have a voicemail message. This is for Killen.
Oh.
Hey guys, this is for Figures. This is Cavalier Chris in Buffalo, New York. Just wanted to call because I just didn't feel like typing. It's really late and I'm a little tired.
I'm lazy too.
Leaving a message with you boys is for Killen. I was checking out that Lego Kuso. I'm not sure if I pronounced it right. That you were talking about last week, and I got into it. And I'm just curious if you actually voted for any of the stuff and what you thought about it. Oh, and Scotty, you should be ashamed. Starting the whole phone call idea and then not showing up. Where are your priorities, dude? And seriously, you guys really ought to get rid of Scotty. This is ridiculous.
Agreed.
We are trying to file paperwork for an injunction against Scotty Cash, but he has better lawyers.
Trying to get custody of his children?
Yeah, the Kuso site, for those you don't know, that Lego has put out there that where you can pretty much vote on homemade sets to actually go into production, and they could be pretty much on any topic and subject. And there's actually a lot of awesome sites or sets out there that people have created that people have voted on. I have not voted on it because honestly I haven't had the time to sit there and go through them all. I will though, and I'm planning on it. And hopefully they'll make some of these amazing sets that they have on there. A lot of these sets they don't have a license for, so I don't think that you're going to be seeing.
Yeah, you're not going to be getting Masters of the Universe minifigures that people keep voting on or anything like that. But the Wild West sets, you'll probably.
But keep voting, and you never know. Maybe they will work it out somehow.
So there you go. All right, Clone Yoshi asks, "Hey guys, the Playmates ever got the Star Trek license again? Do you think we will see new Star Trek Turtles?" You're talking Playmates, so they'll probably find a way to botch it before that ever gets into production. They might announce them. You might see some prototype drawings.
I don't know. Will they make those turtles again? Probably not. I don't think the turtle toys are going to explode like they did in the 90s. I think we're going to get a good couple years out of this current line coming out, and that'll probably be it. But they are going to be good, and I hope you buy them all. Because, as you know, some of the reincarnations that have come out a few years prior have skyrocketed in value and were hard to find. I think this line is going to be a little easier to find, and it's probably not going to be hard to acquire at first. But after the movie ends and the cartoon, has a couple of years, if it lasts that long, and the comic book either continues or stops, I'm pretty sure these toys, as well as the comics, are going to blow up in value. So, do buy them. It'll be worth
that's a buy.
It will be worth.
That's a Jim Cramer buy.
It'll be worth your investment dollars. And the good news is they're not very expensive. I think $15 or $10 to $15 for the figures. That's a pretty good deal for the classics.
All right, Lamango says, Killen, Mega Blocks or Legos? Ha 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 ha. No, seriously. Do you think Squirrel Girl should get a Marvel action figure? Squirrel Girl appeared in, I think it's New Avengers, and she wears a squirrel suit, and everybody kind of just said, she's funny, and now she babysits Luke Cage's baby.
Yes.
So
any random obscure character is always a good buy. So, yes.
Actually, if they did make one, you probably should buy that, because that's going to end up being one of those that in 5 years, people are going to be like, oh, I got to complete the line. And I've got everybody else. I don't have the Squirrel Girl, because they only made 6 of them.
And you'll have them on eBay for $400.
And you might sell 3.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Justice Fan 123 says, hey guys, thank you for all your time and hard work. My question is, what property, be it a TV show, movie, comic book, or anything else you would love to see take figure form? What scale would you like the figures to be in? And what company would you prefer manufacture them? Let's see here. Any TV show, movie, comic book? How about if you just take the 1013 universe? So we're talking Millennium, X-Files, Harsh Realm, Lone Gunman, all of those, and you put those together in chibi 1-inch figures, like the little fat Japanese super deformed guys. That's what I want to see. And I want Bandai to make them.
I want to, and I realized there were a few toys made, but not really. I want some 24 toys.
Oh, they did mini-mates, didn't they?
Yeah, but they sucked. All that stuff they did sucked. I want like a 3 3/4-inch scaled 24 toys.
You don't want 6-inch?
And I think Hasbro has got that scale down, so they should do them. And yeah, I want the vehicles. I want the play sets. I want
what
tons
vehicles?
They're always driving some black SUVs. You know, I want that. So there you go. That's what I want.
Although the one thing you're going to need if they do a 24 pack like that is you're going to need a cell phone accessory pack, because Jack Bauer, it seems like every 3 to 4 episodes he has a new cell phone.
Oh yeah,
with some sort of different feature set.
You know, it's
like he's talking on one cell phone, and he does a thing with a camera where he takes a picture, and then he turns around, and suddenly he's holding a different cell phone sponsored by a different company. And he's doing something with the memory card.
No. It's always Sprint. Sprint has been the sponsor of all those.
Well, yeah, but
shows.
it'll be like an HTC 1 minute, and then he turns around, and it's an LG.
Look, as long as he got Chloe to upload something that amazing.
I need that map now, Chloe, and Chloe's going.
I'll patch you in. Enhancing, and then all of a sudden you get. Your phone now knows the Library of Congress. It's really bizarre, but I want whatever he's got. And yes, there has to be a lot of CTU guys in the package and a bunch of random terrorists.
And then you need like a couple dead bodies, just like random.
Oh yeah,
bodies,
dead body pack and random accessories.
You also need.
Jack Bauer always needs a weapons package.
Well, you need a dirty warehouse playset. You need a dirty alley playset. You need the dirty desert playset.
Oh,
you need the dirty gravel lot playset.
Oh yeah, and CTUs in these different versions, and you need an interrogation room with interrogation packages.
Actually, it's just one CTU, but you press the button and it explodes, and then you pick up the pieces and flip them over and put them the other way, and it's the new CTU.
Oh, and then you push the button and you go doop bloop blue blue. You gotta have the phone.
Doo 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 doo. All right,
I love it.
Next up, the Burger General says, hey guys, my question this week is for Killen. Man, you're on a roll tonight.
Everybody loves me.
Have you gotten your hands on the new Lego minifigure series?
7.
If so, what are your favorites? Personally, I like the Aztec Warrior and the Ocean King. Honestly, I can't understand all the love for the Galaxy Patrol Officer and the Evil Knight are receiving. If you have the spare time, I'd also like... Okay, well, here, wait. We'll get the second one first.
Okay, look. Series 7, I have not gotten the figures for yet. And I'm pretty sure I pre-ordered a case of these to sell in the store. But I can't remember. So what I'm doing is I'm waiting to see if they actually ship. And I get a notice saying, oh, your figures are in. If that happens, then I'll have the set. If not, I will be going on eBay and buying them like everybody else. I refuse to go out and do the blind bag thing. It's just ridiculous. And I'll never find them all, and it'll just be upsetting. I'd rather just pay the extra money for somebody to have the set ready for me. With that in mind, I don't like to look at things until I actually own them. So I'm not going out there reading the articles, looking at the pictures, and I'd rather wait until they just appear in my mail, and then I'll look at them and tell you what I think. I've been extremely happy about these figures for the longest time, and I'm so happy that they've done this. What I really would like them to do is go back, in the late 90s when they used to put out 5 figure packs. And I realize they do those kind of things still, but the problem is they're super expensive. I remember back in the 90s they used to release a nice large figure pack, and they were super cheap, $6, 6 figures, $1 a figure. Now it's more like $4 a figure, and that's a little much. Not happy about that.
No. I'd also like to ask Dirt if he's managed to ever get his hands on any of the rare muscle figures, for example, Satan Cross, Black Hole Sunshine, or Spinning Head Ashura Man. Never got Black Hole Sunshine. Never been able to find that one. Satan Cross, I do have one of those. Spinning Head Ashura Man, I do have one, but it's a bootleg, so I don't know if that counts. But it's one of those where it's cast, it's a little more rubbery, and the copyright thing's been rubbed off, so obviously it came from some, back factory in Hong Kong, whatever. But
what does Satan Cross look like?
He's got like 4 arms. He's got like a shield and a sword and then 2 hands. It's just...
So it looks like every one of them.
Yeah, I mean, it's just the name just was kind of controversial. But, I mean, he's a muscle dude.
Hey, man.
But, whatever.
Whatever. We don't judge.
Smuggler. He says, hey everyone, what Marvel characters do you guys want to see in future waves of Marvel Legends? Characters such as Gambit, Rogue, Deadpool, Doctor Strange, World War II, Captain America, Spider-Man 29, Spider-Man Noir, and Thunderstrike are among the many on my dream list. And yes, I know most of these guys have already been done, but I'd like to see them either be updated or re-released simply so that people can have another chance to get them without having to pay $100 on Amazon or eBay.
Squirrel Girl.
That's been established.
I'm throwing it out there, obviously he's a character. I don't know, how about we go to Icon, Marvel's imprint, smaller press, and try some of those figures? Why not? Reach the furthest point in the Marvel galaxy, and then pull out some crazy
Powers figures, and it's like a dude and a chick with short hair.
Yeah, that's what I like, dudes.
Well, yeah.
And girls with short hair that look like dudes. Really?
I don't know. When it comes to Marvel figures, I'm not as gung-ho about them as DC, and that's just kind of a Marvel versus DC thing.
Well, that's because DC suck, and Marvel is far superior.
Right, so in other words, Marvel characters are not as compelling as DC's.
Look,
and DC's got a
you get rid
universe.
of Batman, you get rid of the entire DC universe. That's
except
how I
for,
see it.
Superman, Green Lantern,
whoever.
Flash.
You mean the guy that fell off a horse? He's gone. And then, what, Green Lantern?
Okay, wait, you're confusing Christopher Reeve.
Look, let's not get into this conversation.
Okay, but anyway, my point being is, which figures do I want to see as Marvel Legends? Honestly, I don't buy Marvel Legends. I think
You did buy Marvel Universe.
I bought Marvel Universe, but not Marvel Legend. Marvel Legends, I may have only ever bought one, and that was Captain Britain. And that's the only one I ever bought.
Why would you buy that one?
I like that character. He's one of the characters I like. I always read Excalibur. I love the character.
That's really what you're going with that, huh?
So that's where I went with that.
Boo America. Go Team Britain.
Yes, go Team Britain. Actually, I think if there was an area I would be at least interested to see, that would be the new Ultimate Universe. Ultimate Universe last few years has kind of morphed into partly the movie Avengers universe is what most of the characters look like now. They've always had the Samuel Jackson, Nick Fury in the Ultimate Universe. But also some of the new characters that they've rolled out, like Miles Morales as the new Spider-Man. That would be interesting to see.
Really?
I think I like that character.
Really?
So I think, if anything, that's where I'd be most interested, is the newer Ultimate Universe, not the old
From
Ultimate
an old
Universe.
white racist old man, you like that character?
Get off my lawn.
I don't get it.
I'm not racist. I just don't want you on my grass, okay? It has nothing to do with race. I don't care if you're white or Caucasian or European. I don't care where you came from. Just stay off my grass.
Wow. European, huh?
Yep. That's when you're in the bathroom.
Okay.
Yeah, see? All right.
Moving on.
All right. Well, that's going to wrap it up for today, guys. Thanks for watching.
Apparently, that's it. That's all you get. You get a left on with that. European in the bathroom.
Don't forget, you can always check out more episodes of the show at itfigurespodcast.com.
Be sure to watch The Dictator this week.
No. Go to popculturenetwork.com, see more great stuff about comic books, toys, video games, blah, 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 whatever. Come join the forums. You can meet great people like Gundam Warrior, who's got these My Little Pony icons. But you can also talk to people like Ryan Porter and Sween Hollick and, you know, some of the guys who do stuff for us on the website but don't hang out here in Springfield, so they're never on these shows. But they hang out on the message board.
Yeah.
The forum.
And if you want to talk to me, you should just email me.
Yeah, just email Killen
Don't
at
private message
popculturenetwork.com.
me. I don't log into that thing.
You can always leave us a voicemail by calling area code 217-953-4025. And you can shop at shoppcn.com if you want outdated lists, or if you want current lists, you can come to killenenterprises.com.
Hey, look, a couple more days, it's fixed. I got a solution. I'm actually doing it. It's just very tedious.
You have to do a section at a time, don't you?
Yeah, I have to delete our current inventory and resync it, and
It's like 17,000 items.
I can only do 75. Yeah, we have like almost 20,000 items, and I can only delist 75 at a time. And to make it worse, the system's internal server is slow, so when I delete 75, it actually takes about 15 minutes before I can go to the next 75. So do the math. That's going to take a while.
Math class is tough. Alright guys, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time here on It Figures. Maybe with a third person standing here awkwardly throwing in one-liners.
Come on, enter Rick.
Or Scotty, Dan, not Stina though.
Somebody,
Yeah.
please, somebody.
Eddie Murphy, if you're available.
Oh, Eddie Murphy, that'd be good.
know.
No, Charlie Murphy's far superior.
Dude, Charlie Murphy, Charlie, if you're listening, Charlie Murphy,
We'd love to have you.
I will buy you a bag of Cheetos, and you can come with us.
That's a
Do the
square.
show.
That's a square deal.
That is. You pay your own airfare, your own hotel, everything like that. But I got the Cheetos.
They're inside you.